That good? All right. So I'm signed to Salvation Cafe Records, right? So I'm gonna try to do me a favor, right? Y'all listening? When I say salvation, you say cafe. You ready? Salvation.
Cafe.
Salvation.
Cafe.
All right. Now I told the other group I love the name of this school, and I love the name of this school because Frederick Douglass was a man who saw something in his people and decided to change it. Now what I want to tell everybody here, whether you're a girl or a boy, everybody has the potential to be as great as Frederick Douglass. Every single one of y'all. If you see something, do something. So, how many of you have heard of Bloods and Crips? Right? Everybody thinks about Latin Kings and all that. So that is a big problem that I noticed in my neighborhood, in Brooklyn and everywhere else. So I decided to write a poem about it. All right? Can I do a little poetry for y'all? Is that cool? Blood spills stain the history of innocent bloodshed being shed to fulfill all are created equal. And I sit back and watch a whole group of people go from being black to being see-through, seeing through Bloods and Crips, reminiscent of chains and whips. Used to be forced slavery, now we choose slavery in the form of chains and whips, jeans and kicks, thugs and chicks, girls getting their identities found through their thighs and hips. But if your eyes and lips can see and taste the mental cotton we picking, then you, like I would see, we're conditionally sick. Brothers shooting their own kind because they can't stand to see the image in the mirror. A self-hatred overflows from inside of them because instead of a father, they had a sperm donor who never delivered. But listen, get the picture. Your life is being a negative fulfillment of the scriptures. You are a slave to the master you obey. So when you bust shots in another brother you slay, then you being a slave and a victim to the system you say you hate. Eating crumbs from the plate. The time is now, but you late. What they don't teach you in school is that we made slaves out of ourselves before the Europeans ever got there. Creating systems of exploitation that raises one and brings down the other. A system of music that we continue even to today. Mixing beats with words of ignorance. Music with no significance. So as Fiddler plays for master with a diamond chained around his neck, Kunta bobs his soul as a self-form of disrespect. The others kill each other like blood killing Crips while they feel Crips stepping. They think they reppin' they set, when in truth, it's Willie Lynch they reppin'. I can see the bodies of Negro boys and girls hanging from trees with a rope of ignorance around their necks and whip markings embedded on their backs. These boys and girls, aka our next generation, are being whipped and lynched by slave owners that look like me and you. They are being whipped and lynched into believing in and accepting the slave name that we have given them, i.e., what's good, my niggas? What's poppin', my niggas? I once heard a wise man say, I hate ignorance, so call me a nigger hater. We have masqueraded and degraded ourselves to the point where we've become the slave owner's duplicator, forsaking the freedom of he who told us to wait by the water. Instead, we wait for the cheddar. Listen, Master taught us so well that when it comes to enslaving black people, we now do it better. Somebody quick call Tubman. We need a new underground railroad. But what they don't know is Jesus Christ paved the road derailed our walk till the tail died for us, then rose. Can't we see, my people, are we blind to see, that we are living in a time in history where the teachings of self-hatred and slavery are evident in the tragic losses of own kind, killing own kind. The smell of death through slavery is no longer something we reminisce, but it is ever more present, for we have chosen to bear the stench. So a message to the gangsters, a message to the rappers, a message to the girls indulging in their physical but neglecting their true beauty. For too long has ignorance been the cause that has enslaved both you and me. But let us instead become slaves to his truth, and his truth shall set us free.